Greetings from the past, fellow time travelers. I'm the Sporkinator, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play, one that I've been looking forward to for quite some time. It's Super Mario Galaxy! Who would have thought, right? I mean, I did post a little teaser video with question marks on it, trying to be all mysterious and stuff, but hey, I guess that was pretty obvious at that point. But anyway, for your information, I do have a completed file here, and that will come into play later on after I've beaten the game. Because after you beat the game, something happens and you have to beat the game again. But rather than actually do that on screen, I decided I would not. So that is why I went ahead and played through the game once. Also, I am playing this on my PC via an emulator, so I actually had to come up with a control scheme that would work without a Wiimote, since I can't be bothered to buy a Bluetooth adapter or any of that crap. So let's go ahead and create a new file, and I suppose at some point I'll get into the story about how my life was when I first played this game, I guess, because I guess maybe people have been looking forward to that since I briefly mentioned it during Super Mario Sunshine. I think like real close, maybe even right at the end of that Let's Play, I probably mentioned it. But if I make this Mario, I'm gonna get things confused. Too bad I can't pick Luigi or anything, that would have been real nice. I'm gonna go back and see if I can actually change that one. How do I go back? Seriously, can I seriously, like, go back? That would be fantastic. Well, I can't. I'll just make it Toad for now, then. That's fine. Booyah. We're creating a new game file here. This is the fun part. Just kidding. This is just standard procedure, really. So, without further ado, let us begin. Wait, player 2? What's this? Oh, hold on. There better not be a second controller enabled, because I'm not gonna be using that. Well, I'll just have to hope that that's not gonna be a problem. Anyway, every 100 years, a comet appears in the skies above the Mushroom Kingdom. The comet was so large, one year, it filled the skies and sent countless shooting stars raining down. The Toads brought the shooting stars to the castle, where they became a great power star. It should have been a very happy time for the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom. That was the night of the Star Festival, held once every 100 years to celebrate the comet.
Dear Mario, I'll be waiting for you at the castle on the night of the Star Festival. There's something I'd like to give you. From Peach.
The voice acting, I think, is spot on of what little this game actually has. But wow. Oh my, we're already in control of Mario here. We get to collect these star bits. We'll actually find out more about these star bits later on, so I don't suppose I'll actually bother explaining it. Evening, Mario. The Toads are welcoming me, so that's nice. I guess some people might be inclined to call these little guys mushroom people because they're not educated on what they're actually called. I guess some people might be like that, because I was watching some E3 footage of Mario Galaxy and I heard like people in the background calling them mushroom people. How ridiculous, right? Hey Mario, see this thing I have? Grab as many of them as you can. It doesn't actually tell you they're called star bits yet, but that is what they're called. Yay, you're here! So happy. I'm glad they're so happy for me, man. So I'm definitely gonna take my time and maybe talk to all of them, because why not? Welcome to the Mushroom Kingdom. You're welcoming me to the Mushroom Kingdom? Come on, I'm technically Mario. I've been in the Mushroom Kingdom all this time. To pick up star bits, point your Wiimote and move over them with your thingamabob. Yeah, so it's nice. To collect these star bits, we don't actually have to run to them. We can just point at them, which is real nice. And I am gonna want to collect these whenever possible, because they do actually play a very significant role. As this will be a 100% playthrough. I will be getting all 120 stars. Or is it 121? Yes, there is actually an extra star that awaits us at the end, but the details of which will be revealed much, much later. I may have spoiled it already, but anyway, the castle is just down this path. You can't miss it. Mario, you made it. Yes, of course I did. What do you have to say, sir? These things look like candy, but they're actually star bits. They're so sparkly. So right off the get-go, we do find out that they are star bits. And you, sir, with your sword and shield. Actually, it's a spear and shield. My bad, I'm so used to it being sword and shield for playing Zelda games, but everyone's grabbing all the star bits they can. I'm not sure why they would want them, though. It's really only Mario who can use them. And I already know how to use them, but I won't bother since collecting them will actually come in handy to clearing out this game. Princess Peach is waiting for you at the castle, yes indeed. Well, I guess that's enough dawdling. I guess I'll just get going. Let's be real, right? Evening to you. Yes, evening to you too, Mr. Blue Toad number 300, whatever, who knows. Oh shoot. Everything was going well, but then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Yep, there's the Fire Nation ship flying in the sky. Wait. Firebenders can't bend air? There's no way those ships should be airborne. This is all wrong. Tell you what though, they've got plenty of fire. They've got that going for them, which is nice. Wow, it's Bowser. What a huge surprise. Also notice how these pre-rendered cutscenes look absolutely terrible. They don't scale. They're pre-rendered video. Which is a disappointment, but whatever. It's fine. They're just cutscenes after all. Well done cutscenes, but still cutscenes nonetheless. Yep, there's Bowser himself. He's on the ship. Boom, 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 boom. And if any of you recognize this theme, it may be because you have played Super Mario Bros. 3.
Princess Peach, you are formally invited to the creation of my new galaxy. This festival's over.
The lightning, though. Like, for real? Can you redirect lightning? Are you that high of a firebender? We know Bowser's definitely a firebender. Oh shoot, we're in control of Mario here. Should I really be collecting star bits at a time like this? Man, this guy's trapped in here and there's nothing I can do about it. That sucks. I'm gonna have to become more powerful than I've ever been before in order to trump these obstacles in my path, I suppose? Well, let's get going. We do actually have the triple jump, the long jump, and quite a few other moves from Super Mario 64. So this is definitely not Super Mario Sunshine, and that's both a good thing and a bad thing, I suppose. It's only a bad thing if you really enjoyed Sunshine, which, honestly, I partially enjoyed Sunshine. Obviously, I could never be bothered to 100% the game, because the blue coins just kind of made me angry. The whole idea of having to collect those. And why is the camera not following me? Is this normal? I'm just following the path, because that's what I thought I was supposed to do. It's been a little while since I played the beginning of this game, so I actually don't remember this too well. But anyway, what's happening now? The UFO is over the castle. You don't suppose they plan on somehow stealing a castle? Don't be ridiculous, that's impossible. But what I see before my very eyes at this very moment is the impossible. Oh no, we're screwed! I'm just kidding, we're not screwed. But things are actually pretty bad here. Oh no, we're doomed! That's what the music says to me. It just speaks to me. It says we're screwed. If music could talk, that's what this music would be saying, in my opinion. Obviously, it's all my opinion. Why do I even bother explaining that this is my opinion? That's pretty much a given, right? But wow, they're taking the castle into space. Space! That's an erratically moving UFO, I tell you what. Wow, that thing is agile. I gotta get me one of those. I know it's not Independence Day anymore, but still. It's the blue-hooded one. So long, enjoy your flight. Kamek. Her name's Kamek. I was just kidding when I called her the blue-hooded one. I was just digging so deep for a joke, and that's what happened. So I apologize for nothing, though. Everything's black. But for how long? Oh my. Oh my dear goodness. It's so shiny. Can I keep it? Mommy, can I keep it? It's so shiny. Oh my. This world is spherical and small. Finally, you're awake. Let's play. That's right, everyone. Welcome to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. Oh man, tell you what. Come on, jump with A. Yeah, I got it. I know how to jump. Don't insult my intelligence like that. Like, for real. Am I just supposed to catch you? I guess I'm just supposed to catch the rabbit. Flashbacks of Super Mario 64 come to mind. Oh boy. Catching that rabbit was actually difficult, but this one, I think you just keep going and you eventually get it. I guess like that. Oh, now there's 3 of them. Good lord. Let's play hide and seek. If you catch all of us, we'll tell you about where you are. Oh boy. Well, the search begins, doesn't it? Guess I'll take this moment to explain my crazy control scheme, as it were. I'm actually holding a controller in one hand and mouse in the other. And the controller is mostly just for the joystick and the button that does the ground pound, and by extension the long jump and the backflip. And of course the mouse is used to move the pointer, so even though it's not an actual true, like, Nintendo Wii control scheme, it still basically works the same, and I still think it's still really intuitive. And through my test run of this game, I actually got my crazy control scheme to do everything that I need it to. There is a part later that was difficult to figure out how to find a way to control it, but I'll get into that later, once we get the ball rolling, so to speak. You get it, right? That's the part that was difficult, but that's coming up later. So anyway, I'm searching for star bits, but also rabbits at the same time. One thing that does make a return in this game that wasn't really in the previous games is warp pipes. I mean, sure, Mario 64 had warp pipes, but only in like one level, and all it did was transport you between the small island and the tiny island and the huge island is what I'm trying to say. That's all it did. You caught me! So that's 1 out of 3. Oh, I knew I should have hidden in the crater. Oh, was that a hint? Is one of them in the crater? But yeah, warp pipes did not really serve a purpose in Mario 64. Mario jumps out of one in the intro, but it's just that, it's just an intro, and the only other warp pipe in the game, like I said, I think was in Tiny Huge Island. And there was also, I think, maybe a warp pipe to jump into for some of the Bowser levels, but that just transported you to Bowser. It wasn't really a point-to-point travel warp pipe like what was seen in Super Mario Bros. So that's one thing I definitely like about Super Mario Galaxy, is those warp pipes actually make quite a frequent return. This is not the only time we'll be seeing them. And the fact that they transport me from one point to another is exactly what they're supposed to do, so... Oh man, going upside down can be disorienting at first. It takes some getting used to this game, I tell you what. You caught me! So that's 2 out of 3. I should have hidden in the grass. Does that mean the last rabbit is hiding in the grass? Let's find out. This isn't grass, this is a flower patch, but it's still worth checking just in case. So what was I saying about the controls, or what was I talking about? I don't remember, but I'm sure it'll come to me later. Oh yeah, I was kind of talking about how disorienting it is to go upside down. It definitely takes some getting used to, and I can't remember what I was going to say after that, but I suppose it's not important. You as the viewer may even get disoriented, especially if you've never played this before. I've also never played Super Mario Galaxy 2. In fact, up until recently, I didn't even know they made a second game. That's how out of the loop I am. I'm seriously out of the loop, man. Never played Galaxy 2, and I might as well get into the story of how my life was when I first played Galaxy. I was actually jobless and about to lose my apartment, and I had applied at like 40 different places trying to get a job. I can't believe I let myself get caught. But that's 3 out of 3. Wow, you caught all of us? Maybe you really can help Mama. But like I was saying, I was jobless and about to lose my apartment because I couldn't pay rent, and I was forced to sell all my games to pay rent. But before I sold all my games, I actually beat Super Mario Galaxy. And that segues into the fact that Super Mario Galaxy is the only game I ever pre-ordered. And I pre-ordered it ahead of time, back when I still had a job and all that. And then when it showed up, I just started playing it. So basically, I was playing this game when I should have been out job hunting. That is the sad, tragic truth. But everything's okay now, so I guess we don't have anything to worry about, huh? Man, because I beat the game once, and I never got to play it again, and there was a very good reason to play it again, but I never really got to, so... I guess I'll show off some of that when it comes up later. That'll be after we clear out the whole game and get all the stars, so that's a long way down the path. But anyway, sorry about bringing you here so suddenly. We should probably tell you where you are. That would be a good idea. There's a connection here to deep space, far from your lands. We call it the gateway to the starry sky. Okay, well, that's not a bad name for it. Might as well climb up these stairs. It's kind of obvious that we have to. They're just beckoning me to go up, and holy cow, who's that lady? She's very attractive, if I do say so myself. Not necessarily in the sexy sort of way, but, you know, good looking all around us. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, so screw it. And I'll give you a spoiler right now. It's not Princess Peach. Although, according to game theory, it might be, but that's a whole other story. I've been watching you from here. This place is called the Gateway to the Starry Sky. My name is Rosalina. I watch over and protect the cosmos. To save your special one, you'll need the power to travel through space. Oh, so you already know about her. You know about Peach. You know what happened. Cool. Luma can give you this power. I will entrust you with his care. My fists are glowing! My power level has increased. Oh, you now have the ability to spin now. Shake your thingamabob. Oh, gee. No need to get violent now. Disaster has struck us just as it has visited you. With Luma, I hope you can rescue the grand stars. May the stars shine down on you. Oh, is that the end of your entire thing? Oh, gee. And with that, she vanished. She's gone. Oh, my. Luma, can you help me out? Oh, yes. Shake the thing to spin into things, look break, and even spin enemies to stun them. Very useful indeed. So the entire goal here is that we spin, and we can break this open. Ta-da! And then, oh shoot, you're about to explain it, are you? Aren't you? This is a launch star. Shake the thing when you're near one to shoot through space like a comet. Now, go and explore the universe. There are lots and lots of galaxies for you to discover. Sounds like fun. So once we get into this thing, I didn't mean to talk to you again. We can actually spin once we're in here and we'll launch right through space. And good luck trying to explain how Mario is able to be in space without a helmet. I mean, at least in Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, he had like a helmet and a spacesuit. But how do you even explain this? Oh, hello. Hi there, good to see you. I have some bad news though. See, I had a launch star all ready for you, but a meteor smashed it up. You can't leave without it, so find all the star chips to fix it. Oh, and be sure not to fall into the black hole. That would be bad. There's a black hole down there, I gotta watch out for that. That's really quite scary your first time through the game, or at least it was for me. I guess I shouldn't project my feelings onto you, the viewer. But I was terrified, like my first time in this game, when I realized there was a black hole beneath me, but it's really not all that bad. It just means you fall down, you die. It's actually nothing new to the Mario series in general, so it's not that much of a problem. But that, however, that looks like it hurt a lot. So there are 5 star chips. I've got 4 of them, just looking for 1 more, and of course coins will replenish our health. Notice our max health is 3. That is much lower than the previous games. I believe you had 8 health in Sunshine and even 8 health back in Super Mario 64. But with this game, they may have upped the ante a little bit by decreasing our max health. But, oh, that's an extra life. You earned 1 additional Mario. So that's a 1-up mushroom, simple as that. And here's the final star chip. But yeah, the lowered health isn't too much of a problem. But there are parts of the game later where they make things even more challenging by lowering your health even more for certain stars. But we'll get into that much later, of course. But wow. So here we probably just we can spin the enemies to stun them, and usually when you do things like this to other enemies, they'll drop star bits, but I guess these particular enemies drop coins no matter what you do. Which is a shame, because I could really use some star bits. Want to collect as many as I can, after all. We need to get this guy out of here. One of those enemies should have the key. Oh, okay. We need to keep killing the enemies until we find the key. I guess I'm okay with that. Senseless violence and destruction could be my specialty. I'm actually not really sure. Boom! That's a coin. That's another coin. Is this the last enemy? Wow. I would have expected to find the key much earlier, but maybe it's just always the last enemy you kill. The last enemy you kill. I'm not actually too sure on that. Did I just repeat myself? Anyway, thanks. Would you mind rescuing my buddy in that base up there too? Well, I suppose so, since I'm here. I'll transform into a sling star. Just jump into me after I transform. Yes, indeed. He murdered himself to be a thing. Or maybe it's just a simple transformation and he can change back. I'm actually not too sure on that. Well, this guy's locked up, so I think it's pretty obvious what we need to do here. We'll talk to him real quick, though. Spin enemies and run into them when they're stunned to boot them. Guess we're either looking for another key or just... Oh, that's interesting. What we can do here is we can create like a sound wave stun kind of thing. Just in that particular spot, I suppose. And hey, they're dropping star bits now. Now that's something I can use. Oh, shoot. These obstacles are starting to look kind of serious. And the sideways view is really disorienting in terms of the controls. I often find myself pressing the wrong direction on the control stick, but I think the longer I play this again, the more I'll get used to it all over again. And obviously I played through this game once to set up my controls and make sure the game was beatable with said controls. Can I jump on this guy? But I purposely waited before doing the Let's Play because I wanted it to be magical again. I kind of wanted to purposely forget some of the game and have it be a while since I last played it. But I think what we need to do here is lure this guy over to this thing, and we should be able to stun him and kick him around. Or maybe I can already do that. I'm not even sure. Wow. I can't believe they're serious with that. Let's set that guy free. There's a warp pipe there. That looks important. I mean, this game is pretty linear, so getting from point A to point B is not too much of an issue, but still. Some of the puzzles, I mean, they're not really puzzles, but how do I even describe it? I think the game is just clever and fun, as you will soon see later. But hurry, down here. Or is it up? My view's upside down, so I'm technically going up into the warp pipe from my perspective. Don't even get me started on up versus down. Oh, wow. We've been waiting for you. That's a grand star. We have to save it. Do we now? They're using the grand star to power that awful machine. It looks like it's making something. We have to do something before the grand star's power is drained. Quick, find a way to stop that terrible machine. Please save the grand star before it's too late. Okay, so how do we shut down this darn machine? Well, as it turns out, there are switch plates on the ground, and they're all yellow. And by stepping on them, we can turn them blue. So I'm starting to kind of remember how this works. Turn off the flip switches on the floor to shut down this machine. Oh, well, thanks for the hint. That lets me know I'm on the right track. So once we've turned all these things blue, the machine should be shut down. However, that's not all of them. I think there's some more out on the edges here, or whatever you want to call this. Oh, that hurts. I gotta avoid doing that in the future. But luckily, it doesn't do too much damage. It only takes away 1 health, and there are coins around. So I imagine the best strategy for, like, all the levels is to avoid getting the coins until you need health. Otherwise, you're just spinning your wheels. Oh, geez, I did not want to turn that yellow. Did not mean to do that. The camera is being a jerk right now. It's less of a problem in this game compared to Mario 64, but it's still a problem nonetheless. Not sure if they'll ever solve that problem, but hey, there's all the switches. Once you get them all, they turn green for some reason. And there's the Grand Star. We're good to go there. Oh man. And that's a coin. The Grand Star does count as our first star, I believe. I'm actually not too sure now. But hey, let's get the thing. Da-da-da-dun. Do-do-do-do. Good job, you totally got the thing! Da-da-da-dun. I'm sorry, that was stupid. But hey, that's our first star of the game, and we're only 21 or so minutes in. 22 minutes, rather. That's just really not too bad. Oh, man. I'm guessing this Let's Play will be 15 or 20-minute episodes. It all depends on my mood, I suppose. But we're definitely gonna end soon, in case you were wondering. But not before we get some important information about this area. Aha. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Comet Observatory. That is what this place is called, as they will shortly tell us. I love this game a lot. That's why I definitely think it's worth doing this Let's Play. There's one star bit, or one star rather. 52 star bits, not too bad for our first time collection. You've discovered a new galaxy. What, Terrace, what does this all mean? I suppose we'll find out soon. The beacon is lit again. It shines weakly, maybe only as bright as a Class 6 star, but at least the poor Lumas will survive now. Oh, thank you for saving the Grand Star. These star people are my family. They mean so much to me. Welcome to the Comet Observatory. It's my home, and also home to the Lumas. You see, we travel the starry skies. We pass by this area once every 100 years, but we suddenly stopped in front of this planet. A strange force had latched onto our ship, pulling away star bits and our power source, power stars. Our ship had lost power, so it entered a deep hibernation state in which it could not move. Those who took your special one picked up the power stars and discovered the power to cross the universe. Please, I have a request. This observatory uses star power to project images of the galaxies that are scattered across space. And there is a chance we can use our few remaining stars to look for other power stars. These round rooms are called domes. We observe galaxies from domes such as these. But the only one that is working now, powered by the star power you restored, is this one, the Terrace. Please, go to the Terrace and try to recover the power stars from the galaxies you can see from there. If we do that, we'll be able to restore the Comet Observatory's ability to fly like a starship. Then perhaps we can pursue the thieves who ran off with the power stars. Sounds like a plan to me. And yes, let us save our game. It's the first episode, so if I have to redo this part, it's fine. It's all good. I suppose I will make it a habit to save on screen. I may just duplicate my save file to get around the issue of not being able to re-record stuff. Yep, you should go to the terrace first. So we're off to the terrace. In the next episode of Super Mario Galaxy. So, I'm the Sporkinator. Thank you for watching. And may we meet again in the future. Goodbye for now.
Woo!